Oh, hi, my name's Emma Goswell, and along with Sam Walker, I am one of the editors of this book, Coming Out Stories, which pretty much does as you would expect. We tell stories from across the LGBTQ community. In all, there are 27 different stories in the book. One of them is my own story, because I didn't feel it was fair to sit and interview a load of people and not tell my own story. So it's a very personal book for me. And the idea behind it is that we hope no matter who you are, whatever your background is, no matter how you identify in terms of your sexuality or your gender identity, that within these pages you will find a story that really resonates with you, that you can really identify with. And hopefully it might even inspire you, it might even educate you and help you on your journey a little bit. You know, we have had some really great interaction on social media, and I've had emails from young people all over the world who have really been inspired by the podcast of the same name and by the book. And I think it's a good book to leave for your parents to read as well, to be honest, because, you know, let's face it, they may be struggling as well to come to terms with everything. But we really, really hope that you enjoy the book. And the idea was that we weren't going to focus on celebrities. These are real people of all different ages and all different backgrounds. And we've got those stories, but also within it, what we've done is collected a few words of wisdom, some advice from well-known people, celebrities like comedians or well-known LGBT rights activists, and asked them for their advice and tips about coming out as well. So what I thought I'd do is just read you a couple of those, and these are sort of sandwiched in between the chapters of real coming out stories. It's a very good book to dip in and dip out of, I've been told. So you'd have to sit there and read the whole thing all in one big chunk. Anyway, the first one I'm going to read you is from Jonathan Mayer, who is a brilliant queer comedian. And they said this to us: "The closet is a weird fishbowl. It distorts and distances the world around you. Only by coming out do we start to experience life, love, and friendship properly. Reactions can vary. My mother was not happy for a year, but ended up driving a pride float. Be brave. There's a world of love waiting." I love that. And that really is so true in terms of a lot of the stories where we've spoken to people. Sometimes parents or loved ones can take their time to really accept and acknowledge, but they get there in the end, pretty much always. My next quote is from Carrie Lyle. She's a journalist. She used to be editor of Diva, which is a brilliant magazine for queer, gay and bisexual women. She now works for the brilliant trans charity Mermaids. Anyway, she said this to us: "The first time I came out, I did it drunkenly. The second time, it was anxiously. The third time, I felt sick to my stomach. 20 years on, I'm still coming out every day. But the moments hardly register. Now, most of the time, it's as if I'm blinking." And that resonates with me as well, as I'm slightly getting on in the years now. I have had to come out thousands of times probably, and it does just keep getting easier. My final one I'm going to read you is, it's got a serious edge to it actually, but it's also quite funny. There's a few moments of comedy in the book as well. It's not all doom and gloom and serious stuff. And this is from James Barr, who you may know as being a radio presenter. He's also a stand-up comedian, actor, writer. And he said this to us: "When we come out, we could be changing the script that our parents have written for us. Sometimes it's okay to give them some time. I did the total opposite. When my mum asked me to keep my voice down in case the neighbours heard, I screamed, 'I'm gay!' out of an open window." Of course you did, James. Brilliant. This book is vital, according to Russell T Davies. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's an absolute LGBT icon. So very, very proud of this book. I hope you love it as much as we do. It is named after the podcast of the same name. There are way more than 27 people that have been interviewed. We've been going for 5 years now, so get the book, and then also you can listen to loads more stories on our podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, just look for Coming Out Stories. Thank you.